Okay, Daily Trader TV. It's episode 17. It's the 7th of February 2018. And today's question is one that I've had quite a lot over particularly the last week. Should I buy Bitcoin? Don't forget, I'm not qualified to give you individual advice. So I'm not directly going to answer the question, should you be buying Bitcoin? It's just a general chat around risk. So don't follow me into trades, and remember that you can lose more than you initially started with if you're using leverage. So let's get right into the question, and then I'll talk about what's gone on the last few days in the stock market and how the portfolio looks. So really, to answer the question about Bitcoin, there's a few things that you need to understand. And you need to understand that all financial instruments, all markets go through 4 stages. And you can go and read about this for yourself in, I think it's in Weinstein's book. It's definitely in Minervini's books. But you have the first stage, which is where smart money accumulates the asset. Then it enters stage 2, where the price runs up and you get a good uptrend. Then you get stage 3, you get wild action. And then stage 4, as you get distribution. Now, let's just talk about some facts. Where's it going from here? I've got no idea. And anybody who tells you any different is selling you snake oil. So it could quite easily go to 0. I don't see any reason why it couldn't go to 0. I give you a specific reason why it could go to 0. It could be regulated. It could be banned. It could have a competition come along, such as Amazon or Facebook, and create the Amazon coin. So there are lots of reasons why it could go to 0. Another reason I think it could go to 0 is on one of the previous videos I said that money solves a problem, and the problem is the double coincidence of wants. And I don't think at this point in time that any of the pet coins solves the double coincidence of wants. Not at mass anyway, not at mass scale. Equally so, it could go to 50,000. What you've got to try and wrap your head around is, how do you manage the risk? How do you decide how many to buy? How many, at what price to get in? Where are you wrong? What most people are doing is Hail Marys. They think it's gone down that much that it can't go down any further, so they buy, and it's a Hail Mary. You know, they're just willing to burn the money. Well, fair enough, but you need to ask yourself, let's say you bought Bitcoin here today, it goes to 50,000, right, which is about 3.5 times 3.5 times where it is today. Just consider, what are you going to do with the money? Are you going to take another Hail Mary? I mean, this is the equivalent of walking into a casino with all your money, or some of your money, and sticking it on black and winning, and then sticking it on red and perhaps winning. But somewhere down the line, you're going to lose, and you're going to lose all of that money. So this is why I bang on about risk management. So to answer the question, it's the wrong question to be asking. You can ask it, but you're showing your ignorance and naivety about trading and investment. if you ask the question. Right, so let's just have a look around the markets. So on Monday, we had the biggest points drop in history. This stay here. It's the biggest single points drop in stock market history. Some of that is a function of how high we are, but it was a significant day, shall we say. So markets always tend to rebound after a move down. Doesn't really tell us whether we're going up or down from here. But what we can do, a bit like a storm, the storm appears to have passed, and we can look to see what damage has been done to the account. Because make no bones about it, there's lots of people that lost lots of money by panicking over the last 2 or 3 days. So if we go and look at the account, we can see this was the high, and this is where we are now. We've still got a positive gain on the board, but it's a good 5-6% down from where it was. And we've had to close some trades. So EQN hit the stop, so that was taken for a 1-hour loss with a bit of slippage. AMAT, I said to you the other day that once a trade is a winning trade, I don't let it turn back into a loser. So the $2 AMAT trades have been closed for roughly a scratch, more or less. 0.3 R, 0.6 in total. So we've got 2 winners on the board, 1 loser, giving us a win ratio of 2-1. So considering it was the biggest single points loss in a day, you can see how we've managed through it live. There's no panicking. Yes, we all want our shares to go up, but they also go down. Really the purpose of this channel is to show you the realities of trading rather than the BS that you tend to see of people lying across rented Lamborghinis that they've got for the day, suggesting that the stock market is like a cash machine. It's anything but a cash machine. We know that 99% of people lose money. Most spread bettors blow their accounts. So let's see what's going on today in the account. Got a news story coming out of Filter Group. They've issued a trading update. Revenue's up 30%. And profits are in line, so it's okay. Market seems to be digesting that news okay, which is good news. If we have a look on level 2, it's quite illiquid. We did a video the other day about liquidity. It's quite illiquid, so there aren't many buyers and sellers about. It's done half of its average daily volume already, so it looks as though the market appreciates the results that FLTA have posted. Looking elsewhere, not a lot to see really. Everything's just rebounding back, a bit like a rubber band. It's going to take a couple of days to a couple of weeks for us to make any sense of what happens next. But it just doesn't matter to me. I know where I'm in, I know when I'm wrong, and I get out. And all that is already in the market as market orders. So there's nothing, as you can see, there's nothing to do. It's a quick 5-minute check every morning at 8, half 8. and then get back to the real world. So I'm going to stop it there for today. Got any questions? Drop them in the comment section. Share it with your friends. Give it some likes. It all helps. See you tomorrow.